Hello everyone, this is Nathan Holmes, owner of Holmes Truck and Auto Repair. Also love bikes, work on motorcycles, been a big hobby of mine. Recently had a ream and run surgery, basically a shoulder replacement, so the heavy duty stuff, a little hard for me to do. I got my brother on that, he's an amazing mechanic, so I keep him running that, and I'm going to be working on some bikes in here. So today's this video is going to be about a 2013 Yamaha R1. So anybody that knows, usually 09 to 14, R1 clutch baskets, extremely noisy. So what it is the damper springs in those clutch baskets, they wear out, they get loose, they make a ton of noise. Technically, they do not affect the riding or reliability of the bike, but if you're like me, it's very annoying. You want a smooth, nice running bike. So this is the OEM clutch basket and the primary gear. So your damper springs on there, they're for like recoil. They work to, like when you pop your clutch and stuff, that's pretty much the only give is there. So as you can hear, this one's really loose. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna upgrade it. There's ways to space these out and add washers in, make it quieter. Don't really love that route. I prefer going the correct route in my opinion. Plus this clutch basket, I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of wear in there. So we are going to go ahead and do an amazing Hinson clutch basket upgrade. So we're going to drill these out, pull this primary gear, pull those springs. We're going to use the Hinson clutch basket. We're going to add some washers in, reattach the primary gear with some red Loctite, get that up, and then we're going to throw in a new EBC clutch kit and throw that back together. And then we're also going to do a repair on the stator side. The stator cover is leaking a little bit of oil, so we're gonna throw new gaskets on this, we're gonna throw new gasket on that, clean all that up as well, make the customer extremely happy. We're gonna go from there. All right, so what we're gonna do is get these drilled out. Find center. Drill bit. I like to start small, just safer to start small and then work your way up. Takes a little bit of time, but speed isn't always the best way to do stuff. Pilot hole. Once you get a good pilot hole going, got a good pilot hole. Now we'll just sit and drill them out, go upsize until the rivets are removed. So we got all the heads of the rivets drilled out. So now we're just gonna punch these out. Some of it. We are gonna reuse this plate. So that's gonna go with our new one, along with our springs. Here, and here. Obviously gonna have to clean all this up in metal shavings. And then we got our primary gear, which we are gonna reuse. And then the washer. Do not forget your washer. Your spacers here. All right. Now this, we no longer need. So get rid of that. I'm gonna clean up, then I'll unbox this Hinson clutch so everybody can see it, and we'll go from there. Hinson clutch components. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful billet clutch. Part number on that is H1018. Solid. Got removable. Once you put it together, just red Loctite these puppies in there, and be good to go. Little instruction booklet. Got a new bit. Together. I know some of these come with a flat washer. Unfortunately, we do not have flat washer with this style. Came with these. Alright, so after adding in some washers and moving around, you can shake it with no noise. I'm going to install this. I'm going to go ahead and torque it down, make sure it's all good, and then before I do a final actual torque on it, we're going to use red Loctite on these. That way they can't back out, and clutch basket will be finished and ready to go back on the bike. See how she goes. See how she do. A little tight. It'll be a little tight. Walk it down some gently with these screws, since it's going to be a tight fit. The spacers obviously make it tight. Oh, and also, I don't know if you can see the ribs on here from that stop, but that will keep it from, any of those washers won't be able to come out. I'm going to slowly walk this down so we can get all the way in and flush. Now that we're all in and flush, haha! Quiet clutch basket. Beautiful. So that is the way to do this. So add some spacers in. Recommend going ahead and doing the billet clutch. Comes with the screw in already tapped. You know, you don't have to go through all that and re-rivet. Obviously you can if you want to save some money, but Hinson's billet clutch is also worth it as anyway. You know, especially if you have some wear on your clutch basket. Highly recommend though. I'm excited to see the difference. This thing was really crazy loud before. So sweet. Give me some red Loctite. So now that I know we're all good, I'll go ahead and back these out. Just gonna back them out one at a time. Add some red Loctite. If they're clean already, if they're not, you want to make sure they're good and clean. Apply a heavy, liberal amount there. I'm going to go ahead and run them back in. That way nothing gets jarred out of place since I already got it set the way I want it. Definitely sucker for this guy to get redone anytime. Red Loctite, but you don't want to risk it backing out or getting loose on you inside the bike. Obviously, once we do this and we throw our fresh clutch in and stuff, we're going to change all the fluids. After I got to soak the clutch packs for about 24 hours, as I personally like to. You can always soak them, but I usually do it. Make sure it's about 24 hours personally. So you got those on oil, and then I'm gonna go ahead. There's a torque spec. Oh, also it does come with instructions, like basic instructions, and it tells me the new screws, generously with red Loctite, and we're going to go ahead and do 133 inch-pounds on that. Torque wrench. Brand new snappy. Had a red one, somebody stole it. Just got the new snap on blue. Haven't even used this yet, man. That is sharp. Pull this out. Couple batteries. That's the least they can do for $800. Actually, I think the wrench itself is only 7 something, if I remember correctly. This way. Oh, we got powder. Beautiful. Pounds. 133. Inch-pounds. Part of this does it. Obviously, if you don't have inch-pounds on your torque wrench, you can convert it. Alright, we are all torqued up, ready to go. Do recommend grabbing your punch and hammer and just pinging the ends of these. It's going to help keep it from having any issue or backing out. Actually, Hinson does recommend doing so. But that is it. So I got the clutches soaking. I'm gonna leave them in some 2050 Harley oil, what I had laying around. Let them soak overnight. Love this, man. Looks amazing. It's gonna be exciting. Get all that put back in. Also, this is a 1992 CBR 600 F2. Only got 10,000 miles. Found it barn sat for like 20 years. Redoing it. Got the cars all done and it's running. Got clean to the tank. Still waiting on plastics. They're shipping from China, so who knows when I'll get those. But we'll get those clutches in and whatnot tomorrow. And then, yeah, here's the rest of the shop. So, diesel shop. We got big old Dodge here. It's getting a rebuild on the motor. Brothers box. We got the one of those Eco Rams in here right now. Be pulling that off. We're going to be doing the crank and rod bearings in the bottom end of that. Hopefully that's the only issues with it, and we'll get that done. But yep, thanks for watching, and I'm sure we'll be making some more videos. I'm new to this, something I'm learning. This is us here, Holmes Truck and Auto Repair.